What does Valentine's Day mean to you? What does Valentine's Day mean to you? What does Valentine's Day mean to you? What does Valentine's Day mean to you?
Just another day. We don't do anything that day, no.
Valentine's Day, it doesn't mean nothing to me.
Nothing really.
It means nothing to me.
Nothing, bro. It's just another day that the Christians and the Kuffar celebrate.
I think it's a pagan holiday.
It's all cultural, but to me personally it doesn't mean anything.
It doesn't mean anything to me because I don't celebrate it as a Muslim.
To me, it's just a culturally influenced sort of day. I've got nothing to do with it. I don't look at it as a means to celebrate, even if you are married.
I think when you're younger, you fall for, all the media hype and as a teenager, Valentine's Day, you have misconceptions in your mind. But I was saying to your brother earlier on, if you have a basic understanding from Islam, you know that these sort of beliefs are haram, more or less, and there's no real ifs or buts.
My view on Valentine's Day is that it's totally a waste of time. If you want to express your love, express it for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala.
And I think people who celebrate Valentine's Day are normally people who are not married, and so that fundamentally is something that's wrong within itself. In Islam, you should be married. If you're going out with someone, that in itself is haram.
Personally, for me, it's haram, obviously. It's a pagan tradition.
Shouldn't try imitate any of the kuffar in any way.
It means nothing to me.
Yeah, it's the same. It means nothing to me either. I just think it's just another day, and people commit sins on that day.
And Valentine's Day is not from the Sunnah of the Prophet ﷺ, and it's not in the Quran. So I don't think any young Muslim people should be taking part in it.
I'd say that Valentine's Day is not just any old day to celebrate. I'd say if you love someone, show that every day. Don't just limit it to one day. So no, I don't support Valentine's Day at all. I believe it comes from a Christian sort of culture, so I tend to avoid that as well.
Islamically, it's not right. I personally just learned that a couple of years back.
It's not there in Hadith or Quran or anywhere that somebody mentioned it, our elders, so we can follow it. It's not part of our religion or Islam or anything, so we shouldn't be celebrating it. That's all I can say.
Brothers and sisters, they just commit sins for no reason, when they should know that this day is just, it's normal, it's nothing, it means nothing to us. It's just an extra day of making more sins and committing more sins for no reason.
Very nice quote, and basically what it says is, desires make slaves out of kings, and patience makes kings out of slaves.
So brother, do you have any advice for any Muslims who are participating in Valentine's Day?
Pray, and that's it, man. That's it.
Brothers and sisters, please, I'd advise you not to celebrate Valentine's Day as much as you can. I mean, obviously, we want to save ourselves from the hellfire. We don't want to go into the hellfire.
Valentine's Day is something that the non-believers do. They don't take part in Eid. They don't take part in Ramadan. Valentine's Day isn't even just a normal celebration. It's a celebration about lust and haram and fitna. So I would all recommend that you stay away from it, inshallah.
I would explain to them nicely, what they're doing is wrong and not to celebrate it, because at the end of the day, it's nothing to celebrate about. It's just a normal day.
Well, I would say to all the brothers and sisters to don't do that. That's because it's haram. Main thing is a haram, we're not allowed to do that.
Otherwise, I would recommend them to someone who knows more about it, so they have a better understanding.
I would say the young Muslims, I know you're living in a tough time. There's a lot of media. You go to college and you have to dress a certain way. Perceive things to be a certain way. I would say be patient.
So just generally please don't participate in something that's kafir as well. I mean, we try to set an example that Islam is a distinct religion. It's a way of life, not a way of pagan life.
Don't become a part of that day, and because we need to put an example for the world.
They shouldn't give in to pressure. Further down the line, it may be now, it may be 20, 30 years down the line, that you will regret it. There's going to come to a point where you're going to want to get on your deen and you're going to sort your life out and you're going to regret it. So, just don't give in to pressure.
Personal thought on this, that it's an absolutely waste of time. These unnecessary timings and things you're wasting on other people, it's ridiculous. Are you going to be with that person forever? No, you're not. If you are going to be with someone, then be with the man that you are going to marry.
Just avoid it. Not commit, not to get involved in it in any way, and if you do it, repent.
I would stress and encourage all the brothers and sisters who participate in this act to obviously encourage themselves. But as Muslims, I think we should spread the message of what Valentine's is and what it shouldn't be, and we should encourage what Islamic history is, and as a Muslim what we should and what we shouldn't be doing.
Well, astaghfirullah, you shouldn't be going out celebrating specifically Valentine's Day, let alone being in a relationship anyway. Advice would be, akhiz, ukhtiz, if you're in a relationship, make it halal inshallah as soon as possible. You know, there's no point doing haram, and we all know the outcome. Inshallah, you know, may Allah bless us all and guide us to the straight path.
Try your best not to, because it's haram. And if you know it's haram, you should stay away from it.
To be honest, I'll just say go and get married, inshallah. So, you know, marriage fulfills half your deen as well. So Valentine's Day is just another day you're going to regret one day.
But why are you going to celebrate that day? For what reason? Okay, if you love someone, go straight to marry her.
Yeah, we should get married, everyone, you know, who ain't married yet.
Keep it halal.
Just so, you know, we can stay away from temptation. And
Nikah is a minute thing, let's not make it long. Valentine's Day, if you're really going to celebrate the fact that you're going to do your nikah, innit, akhi?
No. I'd say marriage, definitely, because it completes half your deen, plus, you know, Allah's proud of you as well. When you do something like that, when you do something like that, you know, it's just, it makes Allah angry, and you don't want that. Last thing you want is to degrade yourself of His blessings. So I'd say get married, inshallah.
No, that's cool, man. I got no time for Valentine's Day. Take care. Safe.